go.
Boy, is that Big Ren the legendary?
See, senor.
Oh man, how lucky I am to get a hold of you, dog.
It's tough, man. I'm a busy guy.
I know you don't just share your time and space with anybody, man. I feel honored. I feel privileged.
Man, thank you.
No. Thank you.
I can say the same about you, man. I can say the same thing about you.
You know, I don't really like too many people, man. I like everybody, but I don't like to hang out with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm at the bar and I'm all shit-faced and shit, yeah, I'm like everybody's friend, and then I wake up the next day thinking like, fuck, man, why was I talking to those asses?
No doubt, man. We're for everybody, but we ain't for everybody.
No,
not at all, man.
They can't handle it. I mean, they like, shit, man. Yeah, they can't handle it.
Yeah, no, people
maybe we can. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think we can, but choose not to. I've been having this conversation a lot lately. Like, just because you can tolerate something, it don't mean that you got to or that you should.
Yeah.
And the idea of people is dope, but people will let you down.
Big time.
People will let you down, man. So, I don't know, man.
Big fucking time.
I came to the conclusion recently, and I was saying this on different social medias, that, I mean, you know me, I'm big on, emotional clarity, facing yourself, and growth and whatnot. And I was off yesterday, so you get time to be by yourself and, like, think about stuff. And I was thinking about it. I've been told that, I don't necessarily let people in. And I was like, I don't know if I believe that. Like, I do and I don't believe that. I think the conclusion I came to is that because I preach introspection and learning yourself and facing yourself mentally and emotionally, spiritually and whatnot, that it makes me really good, maybe even too good at the analogy I always use is solving for X, like algebra. Remember algebra class? You had to show your work.
Yeah.
I don't always show my work, but I'm always working on the answer. You know what I mean?
Hear that?
So I think the conclusion I came to is that maybe I'm just too good at working on myself to where it might seem like I don't let people in. But when I actually, tell the stories I need to tell when they come up in the context, I mean, I want it to mean something. You know what I mean?
I feel like, you're 100% right. Yeah, I mean, like, everybody always thinks that, like, oh yeah, I'm fine, like, I don't need to change myself, or I don't need to fix myself or anything.
Yeah. And
there's always a lot of room for improvement on a lot of people. I mean, there's always room for improvement, I think,
Yeah, facts.
Constructive criticism, it's always good. It's not a bad thing,
Not at all. Not at all, man. You gotta face yourself.
And what I was getting at is when people are trying to, I don't know, people don't think about themselves as much as they should, but
not in that way, yeah.
I mean, like, people are always saying, like, thinking that they don't need to change and, like, they're okay, you know what I'm saying? But there's always a lot of room for improvement.
That's real.
With anybody. I mean, there's always shit that's on, and constructive criticism, when somebody tells you that there's shit that you can improve on, they're not talking shit like, oh, you're a fucking bum, It's not like that. There's shit that we can all improve on, I mean, it's just how you take it, I guess.
That's exactly why we're all here, is to literally make each other better. Like, if we may not have, like, an ultimate purpose, so I figure people is the only thing that we all have in common. So It's really just a matter of bettering ourselves. So, I mean, and that starts, charity starts at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't better anybody else if you're not bettering yourself. I got another theory that we're all parents. And that we're all babies. In the sense that, so the way I view parenting, like, what is parenting?
It's I think I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
It's taking care of something and making sure that nothing, just taking care of, protecting,
and shaping and building it for the future, right?
Yeah.
So, like, people get really sensitive when you start talking about their kids because it's people that literally came from them and it's something that they take possession over. But the thing is, like, in friendships, if there's something that I've said to you that you take with you and you apply it to life, we may not want to be like, oh, I was parented by Juv, but that's the essentials of what parenting is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like to think I'm a dope father. I ain't got no kids, but I got friends and people who rely on me for that kind of strength.
I like to think I'm the same.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I don't even know if I ever have kids though. Shit, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm really good at being a cool uncle. Like, I'll hug them and give them back like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I like dogs.
Right.
You know, Junior's cool as shit. he gets out of line every once in a while, but
as everybody does, you know.
Yeah, you know, we all have our little tantrums every now and then.
I feel you, man. And like,
I mean, I know you and me have gotten into it. Much.
You're the only friend I've yelled at like more than once. That's funny.
It's all for a good reason, though. I mean, it's always for a good reason.
You know, it's all constructive, man. You know, and it's partially the reason why I linked with you for this. You bring something out of me, good and bad, and good.
That's what it's all about, man.
We bring something out of each other.
That's what it's all about, man.
I definitely agree with you about kids, though. Like kids and like marriage, because like my ideas of love versus commitment are a little different. I think, and I won't go too deep into it considering the podcast, but I think people are way too committed to being committed versus being committed to loving. And so I think that's where, you know, divorce rates and irresponsibility comes in. But on top of that, man, I just don't like being annoyed. Like, I hate being annoyed. Like, I gotta see you every day.
It's like, dude, why don't you go somewhere, little
motherfucker? Go somewhere, wife and child. Like, what are you doing? We gotta live in the same. I gotta see you every day.
Like, I just want to sit on the couch and like not hear anybody talk with the TV.
Bruh. Like, can you miss me, please?
I guarantee the other side, they can agree on that. And if you can't, like, if you say no, I never thought that, you're fucking lying.
Oh yeah, don't lie to me. I can sniff right through that. I sniff right through it. Like, dude, can I miss you, please?
I'm trying to sit here and eat my fucking double quarter pounder and fry.
I'm saying, right?
That's all I want to do.
Right? I asked if you was hungry. You said no. So why are you nibbling on my fries?
And then they get mad whenever you're not talking and you're trying to eat before your food gets cold.
Dude, like, man, look, you know how many times I be asked if I'm okay just because I'm not, like, talking. Look, I might be a charismatic dude and I might, like, get these jokes off. But just because, I'm not here to entertain. Okay? I'm not here to entertain. So sometimes if I'm not talking, I just ain't got nothing to say. It don't mean I'm in a bad zone. It might just mean my energy is one way. It might just mean you talking enough for the both of us.
Yeah. Or I'm just plotting something. I'm plotting my next move.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here. I'll leave you. What's up?
Straight up, man. Like, I don't know. And I don't really miss people easily. I get tied up in my thing and whatever. But I don't miss people easily. But like sometimes, can I get a day or two? Like, can I go like do something to where I have a story to tell you?
Right.
I don't know, man. No.
Like, I mean, shitty. That's like on Mondays for me, bro. Like I don't even like answering the phone on Mondays.
I feel you. Yeah.
Like I don't like to like. I mean, it's fine if I do, but like if I'm short, it's not. If I'm short with you, it's not because I don't like you or I'm mad at you. It's just Monday is my day where I don't have to see anybody. I'm gonna talk about work. I'm gonna be at work.
You want to go and get your Arthur Morgan on?
Yeah.
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 Can I just ride in the woods and grab some burdock root, please? Some wild carrots, please.
Man, trying to find them weapons. I mean, shit, them cougars.
I'm saying.
Trying to hunt.
It's mad legendary fish out here, and you blocking my shit up, man. I need a certain amount of patience and solitude. I need a special lake lure. Can I go get my special lake lure, please?
No shit, man. The lake lures, yes.
You know what I'm saying? You over here talking crickets? Nah, we off that. We off that right now. I'll come back to it, but we off that right now. Golly. Amazing. So, how you been?
Oh, man. Cold as fuck. I mean, I guess I can't really complain too much because up there in Chicago, it's fucking, I mean, hell, dude.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I can't complain too much. Right now, the wind chill down here is -1, so I mean...
Filthy.
Yeah, but it's better than -50.
It is. It is. Yes,
I mean, God, you're like, I'm just wondering about, like, shit, all the people that had to sleep outside, all the animals that had to get stuck outside up there in the last night.
Yep.
Fuck, dude. I know they found some dead motherfuckers or popsicles now, fortunately.
Yep. That's part of it. That's kind of where politics comes in, not to even take it there, but, like, even the small stuff, and I know, like, these are adults we're talking about, but, like, pro-life versus pro-choice, like, you can't be pro-life and then not want to help take care of those lives.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of lives out here, man, that are whatever decisions they made and whatever cards they were dealt, however the having a hand went. There's some people in dire straits out here, man.
It's tough out there, man. I'm hoping this weather. I mean, it's supposed to get a bit warmer up there. I guess. I guess tomorrow it's supposed to be like 2.
Oh shit!
Instead of -20. So yeah, it's worked out.
We are. It's grilling weather out this motherfucker, man.
On Sunday though down here, bro, it's supposed to be 60. So I'm busting my fucking cutoffs out.
Oh,
Gotta.
Yeah. I'm sure you got a special pair you ain't pulled out. You was waiting for it.
I actually just found a pair that I haven't seen in like 3 months.
See?
Yeah. Looking for the motherfuckers.
Yup. About to rip the sleeves off your favorite shirt and just get it in, man. You got your Budweiser hat back.
Yeah, dude. It's good. It's good living.
It's good living.
But this shit is crazy though. It's fucking. Today it was 1 degree. Yeah. And on Sunday, it's going to be fucking 60.
Bruh.
Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
Bruh, global warming is a real thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. There's shit. I don't know. There's shit I've seen. I don't know.
I feel you. Yeah. It's mad wild.
I don't want to get into all of it.
I feel you. For the scientific aspect, I'll put it this way, that I know it's negative, whatever it is, wherever it is, but like global warming actually caused that too. Like we talked about how, like the seasons feel like they've been pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
With global warming, that means the polar ice caps are melting, which means the effects of that are trickling down to us. So it may not last as long, but when that shit happens,
it hits.
It hits.
That's exactly what happened.
It smacks.
Because this shit was only like in the Midwest. I mean, I guess we get the brunt of the cold, but I mean, I was thinking like north, like Montana and North Dakota and shit like that.
Right.
And I mean, Minnesota, I thought they were the only ones to get that deep, like nasty, cold shit.
Right. I know it's always rough on the East Coast and Northeast, but ew, filthy.
Yep. Yes.
Filthy, dog. Ew.
What have you been up to, though, bro?
Oh, man. Well, it's a lot, man. My body's a little tired. My body. I had my dope gym class tonight that I really, really love taking.
You on that yoga shit, bro?
You know what? I fell off the yoga joints, man. I've been trying to. It's on a different day, and so usually, and it's kind of late. It's late at night, so like by that time, I'm trying to make some bread in other ways, or it's too cold and I just want to be in the crib.
Yeah, don't blame you, bro.
It's a little later than it is tomorrow, so I might try to jump in tomorrow. But yeah, I've been talking about that a lot lately, trying to get back into yoga. 'Cause I always tell everybody to do your stretches. My God, do your stretches.
Man, you ain't lying.
Yeah, man. Like everybody's so worried about getting older. Yeah. Oh yeah. Stretch before you go to bed, stretch when you wake up, and try to knock some shit out during the day. Like, you'll feel the difference, man.
For all types of shit, right?
Yeah, man, you'll feel the difference. Especially when, like, everybody's worried about, like, getting older and thinking life is just ended at 28. Like, go improve your quality of life, man. Drink some water. Do your fucking stretches, B. My God, do your stretches.
By 28, we would have been dead by now, man.
Oh,
hell.
bro, we undead than a motherfucker, man. I'm telling you.
Man,
yeah, man.
Dude, I was thinking about, man, I haven't actually drank, you said soda or drink water, man. I haven't drank a soda pop, whatever you have, in a long ass time. And we got one of those filters.
Yeah.
Red filters, do that shit. Man,
There's a difference.
Big time fucking difference.
Yeah.
Big time difference in the liquor. I mean, the water, when I put the water in my liquor and the coffee, Kool-Aid, all the joints.
Right. I'm dying you said liquor first, but it all counts. It all counts. I put that shit in my goddamn beam.
Game changer, dude.
Oh my God. That cough, I'm not getting sick, but my chest is open, man. I had the major cardio today, man. It wasn't too deep in there. I always feel like a little self-conscious in there. Not like the normal kind of self-conscious, but like, I think I might have told you this story, but like, it's a different kind of self-consciousness when I go in there, right? I've told you before, like, it's maybe one of two dudes in there.
Yeah.
It's just a gang of women. One of two dudes. Somebody might bring their boyfriend from time to time. They look mad awkward. But one time...
You can tell they got dragged there.
They got dragged. Yeah. Look, there's guys. Just come on, there's guys in there. There's a slim black dude in there. Fucking...
That might be why he's nervous or looks awkward.
Man, that guy's really jumping those jacks. Looking all cut up with his sleeveless tank top. Jeez. There was one time in there, so it's a big ass room. I may have told the story, but it's a big ass room filled just mirrors, 3 walls of mirrors, right? And so, I mean, you could check your form, but with mirrors, you could see, everything. And I didn't walk in it, but we're in the middle of class. We were doing like some kind of oblique workout, our side abs for those not sure what obliques are. And I looked in the mirror and I saw this booty. And I was like, damn, what booty is that? It was mine. It was
You were really checking yourself out like that.
Bruh, I looked, I was like, damn, and it was mine. I'm not gonna front, man, and I'm comfortable enough to say this. I hope you're comfortable enough to accept it. I kinda got a little joint back there, man.
Oh, alright.
I got me a little donk.
I
got a little donk, man. I can really push. I got a little donk. But the conclusion I came to, right, is like, okay, I looked in this mirror, I saw myself, right? I came to 2 conclusions. The first one was, how often do people look at my booty? Like when I'm walking down the street, or when I'm at my line of work. Especially like when like my shirt's tucked in, I got on like my fitted slacks, like, oh, how often? Like, are they watching me left to right, right to left?
I creep all the time.
Right.
So,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know everybody else does too. Yeah. Motherfuckers like, I just look straight ahead and look up and down and left to right. I don't
not
look
a chance.
Straight ahead.
Not a chance. And it might sound vain, but like, I take inventory. And even if I'm not gorgeous to everybody, I'm gorgeous to somebody. And I wonder how many times.
Hey, this goes back to what we first started talking about.
Yeah.
That's what we started the night off with. Self-improvement. Inventory.
There you go. But conclusion number 2 is that, so I'm in this room full of women. I look in the mirror. I see my booty. And I realize it's a room filled with women. And I'm like one of 2 dudes. And I'm not in the back row, but I'm not in the front row. I work out in roughly the same spot. And I wonder if they ever feel weird. Or at least maybe when I first got there, if they felt weird. Like, who's this guy Like, is he in there just
who is this motherfucker up in
yeah, like, is he in there just to check us out? Like, I got my yoga pants on, like, in my tank top and my sports bra. Like, are they?
You know, like half of them are thinking that. And
I really wonder.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. I don't know.
I really do wonder,
maybe,
man.
Maybe they are just there just to strictly work out and like not.
Yeah,
they just look straight ahead.
Well, right. And that's the thing. I know that they're there to work out, but I wonder if they question my motives only because, like I said, I saw my booty, and that's when I came to that conclusion, right? But they gotta deal with this all the time. To where, like, yeah. I wonder, and I know just the general idea of how hard it is to be a woman out here, but, like, the specifics of it, even in a fucking gym class, if even my presence, even though I've got the best of intentions, even if my presence, all these mirrors, if my presence makes them uncomfortable at all.
How long have you been going there for?
I've been going to that class for... over a year.
Nah, bro, they know you.
Over a year. And I took a little hiatus, but I mean, I'm a familiar face to most. And so, yeah, at this point, they're probably not tripping, right? But even just in general, you know, that. Has any of them like started a conversation up with you, or even if you tried to start a conversation with them? I definitely did not start any conversations. One woman, she's an older woman, maybe 20 years older than me. She actually struck up a conversation in the last 4 or 5 weeks, right? So we've chatted, got to know each other a little bit. She was going to recommend her husband to my current line of work. And she also wanted to invite me to this little networking thing. I can't go just because of my schedule, but, you know, she struck up a conversation. I actually, last week, after the class, I just went to go stretch, and one of the classmates was on the mat stretching, so we talked a little bit. And actually, I almost forgot about this. The instructor, right? Over a year ago, we actually matched on a dating app. So it never went anywhere. Just some conversation. But I mean, we're familiar, so we might talk a little bit after class just to catch up. I had to update her on some news in my life, which I'll get to you in a moment. But otherwise, no, man, I'm too self-conscious. Like, I'm too self-aware of other people's self-awareness to where no, just say no. The way to avoid, you know, like the Me Too movement, and so like corny dudes are always like, oh man, I can't even say hi to a woman anymore. Look, man, for one, yes, you can. There's ways to do it. And for two, the only people who are really worried about that kind of shit are people with like shit to hide.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
If you just avoid it and leave people alone, like, you'll be alright, man.
You'll be better than alright. Like,
you'll be better.
Shit to worry about. Like, just be regular.
Just be a person. Just be a fucking person. No. Just leave people alone. I swear you'll be alright. Just leave people alone. Golly,
what's
dude.
That shit they said? They said there's more lifeguards than sharks.
Hey.
Some shit. You know?
Hey. That's real.
I mean, she'll be fine.
Yeah. Just fucking hold your breath, man, and fucking golly.
But don't be fucking weird.
Just don't be. That's bruh. Some advice for your ass. Just don't be fucking weird.
And you'll be okay.
You'll be just fine. Don't take your dick out when you know your dick shouldn't be out.
Let that thing out.
Just keep it in. That thing. Just keep it. Just hold it. Keep it close. Golly. Yeah, man. We're progressive, dog. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Man, right? Like,
hard camera. Oh yeah. You asked what was going on as well, and I also told you I had to talk to the instructor after class. So I told you off air last week, and I may have even mentioned it. I may have mentioned on air. I don't remember. I know I went to the specifics with you off air last week, but I decided to take a new job, dog.
Nice, very good.
And it's a year of transition. It's a time to transition. My current business, I think we've just outgrown each other. I need some new energy. So that feels good. I'm a little excited about that. I don't get excited easily, so I'm just a little excited. But I'm looking forward to the new energy. So with my new schedule, I'm gonna be missing that class. So next week, I started. So next week, and then like a couple days after that, after I started in mid-February. I'll put it that way. So I have the chance to take one more class, but the instructor is going on vacation next week. So, what's up?
No, I was saying. So, so what's the plan?
What I'm saying, I was just telling her like, well, they're gonna have the class, but she won't be teaching. So I was just talking to her like, hey, it's gonna be a few months before I'm back in this class again. But we just chopping it up. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's a new endeavor. It's new energy. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Can't be scared of new. Can't be scared of discomfort. Comfort is one of the most dangerous things in the world. So you cannot be afraid. Can't be scared out here.
I mean, like, and there's nothing really to be afraid of. You know, I mean, it's just something new.
It's just
that's
something
a lot of the time. That's what people are afraid of. Is something new.
Yeah. Yep. And people stay in toxic situations of all kinds just because they can't see what's next, man. Ain't nothing wrong with not being able to see what's next. Just go on and just jump in, man. What you scared of, shorty?
Yeah. Shit, dude. I mean, that's kind of what I did in Carbondale when I moved down there.
Yeah.
Went down there Polar Bear and fucking came back, and I was like, I'm moving down there in 3 months. And 3 months I moved down there, not knowing shit.
Facts, man. I so wondered how. Like I knew you came down and I was already living there, but I've so wondered like what was the final decision that did it. I'd forgotten that you came to visit for Polar Bear.
Yeah, no, I went down for Polar Bear
and I was staying with Cameron.
And Cameron was like, "Yeah, one of my roommates is about to move out," and I just looked at him. It was like the next day after the first night. I just looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, let me get that room."
Hey,
yeah, sure. Like I was like, "I'll be back in 3 months to fucking move my shit in."
That's fine.
I talked to him on the regs, back then.
Absolutely.
Back when he was living down there, and yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm coming down. I'm coming down in a month. I'm coming down in a week. I'm coming down in 2 weeks. Coming down this week. I'll be there tomorrow.
Right. Countdown was on, man. Oh man, we almost lived together.
Funny. Yeah. Oh, we kind of did. I mean, you moved into the big house
for that transition. Me and you almost got a crib together. And I think it was actually probably smarter that we didn't.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't like roommates anymore, really.
Love you to death. I think our styles, and I think even people listening to this podcast, long-time listeners, our styles, while complementary, are also clashy.
Oh, yeah, big time.
We'd have went through so many tables.
Man, light bulbs, bro. You remember that?
I do.
Remember we were down in the basement?
I absolutely do. You was bugging. You was mad bugging.
Oh man. Yeah, I got that scar on my hand. That thing's huge.
Yeah, man. You punched all 40 watts out that bulb.
I'm lucky I didn't get electrocuted.
I'm saying, man. Golly, dude. That is amazing.
Good times.
Amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
I fell asleep. No, that was a different weekend, but I fell asleep on that porch, on that stoop one night. And, like, people were trying to go, because we were having a party, and I just fell asleep outside on the stoop. People were, like, walking over me to get in the party, and, like, I'd wake up every once in a while, like, who the fuck are you?
Oh, my God. And you just didn't want to go to your room?
I guess not. I don't know.
You're just out of it, man. Growth,
yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That first time that we started our WrestleMania tradition, you didn't even make it to the end of the show.
Oh, Stone Cold came out, guest star for that JBL match.
You guys so amped. He was killing PBRs all day. To put it in perspective go ahead.
No, my bad. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, to put it in perspective for the listener, this was WrestleMania 27. So what? 2011. Cena Miz main event with Rock as the special guest. No, the host. He was the host and then became the ref. Steve Austin made his appearance, man, and you lost your whole shit, whatever shit you had left.
Yeah, I was fucked up. I remember waking up the next day, or like later on the night, because I went to my room.
Yeah.
I was fucked up. I'm gonna go see if I can get this on my TV. And I wake up in the middle of the night, like my legs are still up my bed because I had my mattress on the box spring.
Yeah.
And my legs were still off the bed, my boots and everything was still on, and my light was still on. So I'm guessing I just like straight up just passed the fuck out, fell back on my bed.
Out. Yeah.
Was done. Woke up and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because like I was with like 8 motherfuckers there, so I always closed my door when I went to bed.
Right. Yeah.
And it was open. I was like, "Man, I must have been fucked up."
Well, it wasn't a great WrestleMania, so it's all good.
I don't remember it.
Right. Speaking of WrestleMania, man, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania sign pointing season. Want to thank everyone for pressing play on episode 27 of The Hard Camera. I'm your guy, Juv, Juv, just under your visual. I'm here with the boy Big Ren, the legendary, and together we are the world's greatest tag team. Big Ren, let them know how they can reach you on the social medias, dog.
All right. Well, yeah, you can find me on Instagram at @amoffucka, and you can also find me on Twitter at KingMoff, and you can find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316.
Hey. Yes, sir. Follow me on Twitter at Juv Desayuno. Hit me on the Instagrams at Juv Desayuno. My follower count is dwindling. I'll get naked if I got to. I'm very secure.
So you're worried about the followers?
Well, I want people to know what we offer, man. We got a good product here. But you're right. If we build it, they will come.
Bingo.
No doubt, man. Hit the other Twitter page, man. Our crack Twitter stab at Mixcloud Juve. They get you with the live commentary, our live predictions, and their witty witticisms. And go ahead, check out Facebook.com/Juve, man. A whole bunch of whatnot on there. Podcasts, artwork, writings, and whatnot, and articles and whatnot, and things of that nature. My guy, we came out of a very jam-packed weekend of WWE-sponsored wrestling. Man, first off, speaking of the crack Twitter staff, they've updated. They kept our predictions on tap throughout the whole weekend. I gotta say, man, you did good, man. You did good this weekend, dog.
I'm looking forward to hearing these numbers. I asked you about them a couple days ago on your text, and you never got back to me.
This is true, man. This is true. You made some very good picks, man. Your Becky Lynch prediction was spot on. I had one of those moments where, like, fuck, man, I know I picked this one wrong. When they gave the War Raiders that Viking entrance, I was like, fuck.
That shit was so fire.
I blew that one.
That was like, I was too. I was very, very surprised.
Yeah, I blew that one, man. Out of 14 matches, Big Ren, you predicted 12 right, dog. You went 12 for 14. I happened to go 10 of 14. Our updated numbers, Big Ren, you're sitting at 52 out of 84. 61.9%. You still creeping, dog. Got you by a couple. I'm at 55 out of 84 of a 65.47%. But you creeping, dog.
Yeah.
This was a big weekend for you, man. You closed that gap. But Chamber coming soon. Man. You did. Man.
I don't think I ever won. Like,
I don't believe so. Because we definitely tied for like the last 5 shows. Like, we had the same gap for a while. You definitely closed it. But,
yeah, no, and this was one of the hardest ones for me to pick also.
Yeah, I feel you.
Just there's so much going on with this past weekend, and every weekend they do the Rumble and shit. There's always just so much that can happen. You just never even fucking know.
Absolutely. So, man, Takeover Phoenix. What were your thoughts about the whole show as a whole?
They killed it. I mean, they murdered it. Like they always do it. And I mean, and I was just even thinking about, like, I almost just said that I wish there was a couple more matches, but no, fuck, they don't even need that.
Yeah. I like their tight, compact matches.
Yeah, 4 or 5 matches for a takeover. That's all you need. You don't need no fucking 8 to 10 matches.
No.
If you got 5 matches that are just explosive as fuck, that's all you need.
Absolutely. Oh, excuse me. Absolutely. So I see, as we mentioned, the War Raiders took the tag titles from the UE. I feel like the entire era, including Adam Cole, including Bobby Fish, I think they're getting that call up, man, after WrestleMania. They'll.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll get their rematch for the titles at Takeover New York or New Jersey or however they'll name it. They'll get their rematch for the titles. They'll lose there. Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole clearly have a match coming up. I believe that'll be the next Takeover. Win or lose, I see the era getting that call up, man, to the main roster. I'm nervous for all NXT call ups as we've seen in the history, but I seen them getting it, man.
Well, shit, when we just seen one of the 2 wrestlers that left this week, and one of the 2 wrestlers that called it quits was one of the NXT call-ups.
Yeah, Hideo Itami.
Yeah.
Yep. He, between the injuries, and I'm not sure he envisioned 205 Live. I'm not trying
to take away from 205 Live, but I don't think any of them envisioned to go to 205 Live.
This is real. Being such a legend in Japan, as Kenta, I think that he envisioned more for himself. NXT, he just couldn't get off the ground, man. He had the he had an NXT title shot, I believe, against Bobby Roode, was it? Was it against Bobby Roode? I believe so, his return match. But yeah, NXT after that injury, man, he was gone for such a long time. He couldn't get back off the ground like he wanted to. So I hope the grass is greener. Or maybe we have a new AEW signing. Who knows?
I'm really looking forward to AEW. That's another topic.
I hear you.
What do you think about this weekend, though, bro?
You know what? It was a great show. There's never a bad takeover, right? Never a bad takeover. I was expecting a little bit more from Ciampa and Black, but I wasn't disappointed with what I got. I mean, yeah, it's hard to be disappointed with a takeover. Overall, I thought it was a really great show. The Matt Riddle Cassius Ohno finish was interesting.
Yeah, very.
It wasn't the standard pinfall or submission. It was a submission, but via please tell this dude to stop elbowing me in the back of my neck.
Like, all right, I'm over it.
Please, tell him. Get him off me.
Matt Riddle is still that bro at the fucking party, though, smoking Dro blunts and talking shit low-key.
Yeah, factual. You have to imagine that feud is over with. I mean, he beat Cassius Ohno 3 times. He's got to do something else now, right?
I mean, you would think. I mean, damn. How many does it take? So, I'm not sure what's next. Maybe a run with Johnny Gargano for a North American title. After halftime heat, which I'm excited for, that big 6-man. That's gonna be dope. Yeah, it's gonna be magical.
Absolutely. I'll watch the first half of the game just so I know when to tune into the network. You said what?
I might my network rolling while the game's going.
That's real. I've been catching up on old WCW pay-per-views anyway, so why not? Watching old Starcades.
My bro was telling me my homie on Instagram was telling me I need to catch up on all the ECW old school feuds.
Yeah. Go check that out, man. RVD and Jerry Lynn, especially. I'd say RVD and Jerry Lynn, and probably Tommy Dreamer and Raven are probably like the 2 quintessential ECW feuds.
I never really watched too much ECW growing up. My mom wouldn't let me.
And we didn't even get it until like toward the latter stages of its existence. Like, we heard about ECW, but like us living in the Midwest, like, we didn't get channels that carried it, and if they did, they were carrying it at like 3 a.m, like right after BET Uncut.
Yep. I
So,
remember that.
you know what I'm saying? How late can you stay up? You know what I'm saying? And then, so yeah, they got the TNN deal in like 99, but they only got it after WWE left TNN to go back to USA. So, and that was actually maybe 2000. So yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. So just to go out of business in 01. You say it again?
I don't think I was like still like watching. I'm trying to think when I like actually stopped watching, like, cause I got back into it in 2011 or 2000. Right. Yeah, 2011.
Yeah. No doubt. But yeah, fast forwarding, man. The match of the night, which I think everyone could predict going into it, man. Ricochet and Johnny Gargano.
Dude, how many times, Ricochet's neck.
Hey.
My God, dude.
That motherfucker,
special, I swear his neck gets broke every time he fucking has a match.
He could take a DDT, can't he?
Man, you ain't lying.
Man, yeah. A lot of great athletic spots, man. Johnny Gargano providing the technical aspect versus Ricochet's high flyery. Great contrast, man. Great contrast. That match was everything everything I needed it to be. Johnny Gargano, man, pulling it out, becoming the new North American champion, overcoming his losing record and takeovers. Johnny Takeover, and now has some substance to it as a nickname. That man is really good at emotion.
Oh yeah,
golly.
No, he puts it all out there.
That man can emote. He can build drama, man. That's Johnny Shakespeare.
So do you think we're gonna see Gargano and Ciampa back together?
It appears to be something, man. That's probably the most compelling story in WWE. The Gargano Ciampa saga.
Yeah.
I was definitely, something inside me was stirred up at the end of the night when Gargano came out and celebrated on the stage, just holding his belt up with Ciampa. Almost like that was forgiveness. He forgave him.
Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, they're gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm getting at? Like, I don't know. Like,
I think to an extent, like, he realizes that Ciampa brought something out of him that he was lacking before. Because when he was, Johnny-go-lucky, he was losing more often. He hadn't had any gold. There was something he was missing. But now that he's North American champion, Ciampa kind of brought that out of him, making him go crazy. So I think, and maybe he doesn't fully recognize that, but that's the story being told. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a bit of forgiveness, man. A bit of forgiveness. Why else? I couldn't see any other reason he'd be on stage celebrating with homie like that.
Facts.
So, I don't know, man. Last show I mentioned that maybe this might be a takeoff point for Ricochet to maybe go elsewhere, as far as maybe even the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
I think Ricochet, eventually, I'm not sure that that's the eventual title he'll be going for.
I don't think so.
I think sooner or later, the title he will be going for is the Cruiserweight Championship.
I could see that. I mean, I'm hoping Dream comes in for the NXT Championship, but
something's gonna happen with Dream. Yeah, I don't think they'll do Dream Ciampa again. But as far as Ricochet goes, I think Ricochet is tailor made for the excitement of the 205 Live brand.
But and this is gonna sound horrible me saying it, but he's worth more than 205 Live.
In the sense that we can see what he can do. Well, only because the 205 Live brand isn't even championed like the NXT brand. But for what Ricochet can do, I believe he's under 205 as far as legit weight goes. Hideo Itami just left, so they need another body. And plus, the main roster is bloated. It is bloated.
I know, that's why I'm worried. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why both of us are worried about call-ups right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They haven't even decided about the 6 new call-ups that Lars Sullivan hasn't debuted. We don't know what.
The fuck yet.
Yeah, we don't know what brand Lacey Evans is on. EC3 hasn't debuted. He's just been in the back looking in mirrors. Heavy Machinery has been on both brands having matches. Nikki Cross has been on both brands, so they got a lot of stuff to figure out. But I still think we're gonna get some call-ups come WrestleMania season.
So, do you think they're just gonna be kind of just floating around until? Well, we don't even know if they're gonna do another shakeup.
I would hope so after WrestleMania. I hope they do it better, but I would hope so.
So, I'm thinking they're just going to be kind of just floating around until after WrestleMania.
That's a long-ass time.
It is a long-ass time.
That's a long-ass time.
I mean, it could be smart, though, for them to wait.
And get some shine on both brands.
Yeah, just to see how things are going for each brand and for each individual or each team.
This is true.
Because, there's obviously a lot of shit they need to work on I don't want to get into what I read, about how they're going to renegotiate contracts when contracts are up.
Gotcha. I know they want to. I know they probably want to lock down for long-term deals some of the more valuable stars, considering the rise of AEW, the rise of pro wrestling as a whole. We talked about this before, but the revolution is now. There are so many promotions who want to do so many things, and WWE has to feel that pressure. So I hear you. Now is a good time to be a fan, even if the WWE product may be lacking or may not be lacking, but there are mad alternatives out here to satiate your appetites.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. They're gonna have to make some major fucking moves to keep people there.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Shayna Baszler hands Bianca Belair her first loss. Good match, man. I was a little tight. They didn't give Bianca Belair that standing O that I was expecting on camera. They may have gave it to her off camera. They should have gave her that standing O on screen to.
I thought they did.
Nah, she was in the ring. She watched Shayna Baszler and Duke and Shafir talk some shit as they walked up the ramp. She held it together. She held her composure, but they didn't give her that love, man. I was expecting.
Oh, you mean from being on TV, showing it?
You know how in some matches, after a great showing, they'll stop the music and the wrestler will get the ring to themselves and they'll get that standing O. I want her to get her standing O, man. Yeah. I want to get her flowers, man.
Yeah, I feel like she got it. We just didn't see it. I don't know.
I would hope so.
Yeah. She had better. She killed it.
She did. She had a great promo afterward about how being undefeated is more of a mind state versus actual wins and losses. So I guess the catchphrase still lives. If you didn't catch it, basically she said, being undefeated. She's been through a lot in life, in her career, and doesn't fall. You know what I'm saying? If you know the theme, I'm on my own, against the wall, the pressure's building, but no, I will never fall, Anyway, I like that theme song. So maybe
I don't know it.
Yeah, it's all good. Hit the YouTube after the show, and get your bounce on, man. Do a Shotgun Sunday to it. So, catchphrase looks like it'll live on. I like the story they told, though. I do like the story they told in the sense that Shayna Baszler technically won clean, but all the energy that Bianca Belair exposed, getting rid of Duke and Shafir, if she had that little bit more energy left, she probably could have broke the Kira Feud clutch and then went on to win. But since she had to give some of herself to the outside interference, she lost barely. She almost broke out. She almost broke out twice. So,
close.
Yeah, very much so. So I'm rolling, man.
Great match.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Great showing. So I don't know what's next. The women's division is a little harder to see what's next, but they keep good quality throughout. So I'm looking forward to whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't really have any idea where. Because I did watch NXT tonight, and You were right.
They didn't build anything tonight.
It was basically, well, I mean, yeah,
more of a recap.
I don't know the rematches over there. Yeah, it was more of a recap, but I mean, I did watch Street Profits and Forgotten Sons.
Ah, okay. So I didn't even finish the whole show. I stopped around. I may have stopped like midway. I think when War Raiders had their interview, I think I stopped watching. So I'll go back and check out that match. No spoilers, please. I like to see how that went.
No, I won't.
No doubt.
I didn't really like most of it. Like I was like, cause I kind of just fast forward, jumped around a little bit, just because just wanted to just get the base of it.
Get a gist of it. Yeah.
Watch it later. Yeah, and it was basically just a recap show. And there was like 2 matches. I think it was like 2 tag team matches. That was it.
Okay, nice. Well, yeah, I'll go and check that out. Brings to the main event of the night. Tommaso Ciampa and Aleister Black. Again, I mentioned that I kind of expected a little bit more. It was a great match, don't get me wrong, but I guess I expected a little more, maybe intensity. I'm not sure. There was one part. Tommaso Ciampa is really good at what he does. He's
a motherfucker.
He does these little things in the match that they make so much sense. Aleister Black hit Black Mass, that spin kick, and was crawling to get an arm on Tommaso Ciampa, and right before he gets an arm on him, Ciampa rolls to his side, so he couldn't get a pin. That was like one of the last ones. Yeah, man. That was. I'm wondering, like, oh, this motherfucker, man, what a bastard! Like, what a smart motherfucker. It's those little things he does, man. That puts him over the top, man. So. I could stand him staying in NXT for as long as possible.
I hope he does, just because he does so well there. And I mean, we lost 2 this week from the WWE universe. You know, Ambrose and Hitomi quit. And
we'll get to Ambrose.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I was just saying, like, I hope they don't see those 2 quitting as an opportunity to bring 2 other people up, because dude, fuck that. Like, I just worry about who we got right now and the other call-ups that you guys haven't even worked on.
They gotta manage what they got. Yeah, I feel you. I hear you.
Like, don't like, and they're just trying to tag other people up because of AEW.
Yeah, right. Not that they have great plans, but just to swallow up the competition. Yeah. Just to have them cards. It's kind of wild. And as far as Ciampa goes, we have to come to a natural conclusion as far as the Gargano Ciampa story. There's so much more that can be told now that they seem to be realigned, even tentatively. So, I'm looking forward to that, man.
I enjoyed every fucking match of NXT this past Saturday. I was even like, because I've been trying to get I work with this girl, and she's a couple years older than me, but she's always been into wrestling, huge wrestling fan, and I've been trying for the longest to get her to watch NXT. I was like, you have to fucking watch NXT. She watched War Games, loved it. She watched fucking this past Takeover. She loved it. The only thing she said that she didn't like, the only thing she doesn't like about it is because she doesn't know them.
Doesn't know anybody.
Much.
Yeah.
I
feel you.
But she said Ricochet and Gargano was the best match.
Absolutely. You know, and it wasn't a bunch of flippity dudes. There was psychology involved. And it goes to show, I mean, wrestling is, I mean, at the core of it all, you have to have characters that you believe in. There are certain matches you can show and have someone watch from start to finish that they can eventually get, you know, draw emotion from and emotion too. But at the heart of it all, man, it's a story of good versus evil. It's 2 characters fighting for something. So you have to make people believe in these people and make people, give them reasons to care.
Live action movie.
Exactly. It's the last vestige of theater, you know?
Yeah.
Live action theater. So, but overall, man, thumbs up for the Takeover Phoenix show. Which brings us to the main rosters. Royal Rumble. Now, usually we tend to go like the main show and then Raw, then SmackDown, but a lot of these stories kind of tie in together, so I have a feeling we'll kind of be logically jumping around as far as telling these stories. We have crowned a new U.S. champion twice since Sunday.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? I guess Becky Lynch should thank Shinsuke Nakamura, or Nakamura and Rusev for Alana's injury, creating her path to the Rumble. Nakamura defeated Rusev to win the title, and then as a result of what happened to R-Truth during his entrance in the Rumble, he was granted a U.S. title shot, and we have a new U.S. champion. He defeated both Nakamura and Rusev.
Back to back.
Back to back to back to back. Talk me through it, man. What you think about it? The whole thing.
I mean, dude, I love it. I didn't like first on Sunday night. At first, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" They're taking the title off of Rusev. Fuck that shit. And then come Tuesday night, R-Truth gets a U.S. title shot out of nowhere.
Yeah,
hits with a clean roll up. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3.
Rusev then invoked his no rematch clause. Not a rematch. It wasn't a rematch or anything.
Yeah. He was pissed at Truth. He was pissed that he didn't have the title. I mean, and he should be pissed at Truth. He should be pissed at Lana for his wanting to fucking get involved. And yeah, I know she was trying to help, but no.
Well, that's what he gets for getting married.
I just want to eat my fucking double quarter pounder, my fucking French fries.
Always trying to make it better. That's what he gets for getting married. Now he's all annoyed.
She thought that he was mad because he wasn't talking.
Bruh, you know. My man was just focused. That's all it was. He was just focused. He's cheating. He's cheating. Oh my god. I'm at the crib like, okay. Say it again.
She's done that like 3 times now.
Dude. Bruh, how many ankle injuries does Lana need before she just needs to just kick it, man?
I'm surprised she still has a fucking ankle.
One leg gotta be longer than the other by now.
Dude, you ain't lying.
Golly, man. They call it Biggie Smalls. God damn.
One titty's bigger than the other titty.
God damn, man.
But yeah, I mean, and then Truth fucking came back and beat Rusev. It's like, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. R-Truth hadn't had a title in like 10 years.
Facts. So, right.
Give it to him. He's on fire right now. Everybody loves the fucking dance-offs and shit like that. Let's go.
Dude is involved, man. Is Rusev a heel now?
I mean, really, like, who is a heel and who isn't a heel anymore? I mean, like, I don't know. They change it so often.
Dude.
Like, that. I mean, it's really a hard thing for me to answer. What do you think? I don't know.
I mean, so I just had to read up on it. But did he stand tall with Nakamura after that? Because then they like double team Truth.
Well, yeah, they double team Truth, and then they went and did a tag match. I think they have. I can't remember if they did a tag match on Tuesday or they're going to do one next Tuesday. But Rusev told Nakamura, said, "This is the only time I team with you." So, I don't know. Like, anything can happen.
I don't know, man. Pretty soon we're about to ask that question with Elias as we get to the Rumble a little bit later on. Cruiserweight title match was cool. Kind of went how I expected it to go. Buddy Murphy with the win. Murphy's Law is such a cool finisher.
It is.
It's a cool finisher.
It's fucking awesome. And I feel like he's propelling the whole 205 division.
He's having a great reign from what I've seen. Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, fuck, we still haven't watched any 205 live.
Yeah, but from what the bits I've seen, he's having a very strong reign. So, shout out to Buddy Murphy, man. Comeback of the year, 2018, no doubt. Salute to the boy. Takes us to the main card. The show started, and I instantly texted you. I was like, "Fuck, man, your Becky Lynch pick might be on."
On point. That was the first match of the night.
It was the first match of the night. Asuka and Becky had a hell of a showing. Really not much to add, man. Just a lot of praises to be shown, man. Asuka made Becky Lynch tap out to like an inverted super duper Asuka lock.
There's really no running away from that.
Nah, you can't. You can't just run away from that. So
But yeah, once that, I'm sorry, didn't mean to fuck up your shout out. Go ahead.
Oh, shout to Oscar. Shout to Becky. Shout to Oscar.
But yeah, once I seen that one start the night off, I was like, "Oh fucking K!"
He's like, "Yeah, I'm about to blow Juv the fuck out of this night, boy."
Fucking numbers,
bruh. Juv ain't shit. with his bum ass.
I was fucking hyped. I was fucking hyped most of that pay per view, like straight up, like yelling at the TV, like yeah, like this shit is fucking real, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We got new tag team champions, new SmackDown tag team champions. Shane O'Miz, the besties, Miz and Mac.
Shane doesn't need to go coast to coast all the time, though.
You see how he was holding his head after Cesaro caught him? Like, he smacked his head.
Yeah.
Really hard. Really hard.
I mean, and 2 weeks before that, he went coast to coast, and he tried to jump off the top turnbuckle on the announcer's table, got fucked up before the Rumble.
Yep.
It's like, dude, like, you settle down.
This might be this might be the second most compelling story being told in WWE, right behind Gargano Ciampa, in the sense of the slow build of Miz and Shane. Like, clearly, Miz is going to turn on Shane eventually, right? But what this, so? I do, man, I do. Because look, you saw how they won how they won, right?
See, I think it's the other way around.
You think?
But yeah, go ahead.
You think Shane turned on Miz?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I thought you said Shane turns on Miz.
No. I think Miz will turn on Shane.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Wait, so the bro kick. Did Miz push Shane out of the way, right? Of the bro kick, right?
Yeah.
Right. So Miz pushed Shane out of the way to bro kick, and Cesaro ate that. And then Shane went up top, had to do a goddamn shooting star McMahon press.
She was tight though.
It was dope. He hit it. He landed it. You know what I'm saying? Had to do a shooting star press, do something all spectacular over the top to win the titles. When really Miz was the better teammate in the sense that he saved Shane McMahon from eating that bro kick.
I agree.
So we've got another layer to that story being told of how Shane be doing the most. I think Miz, once he turns on Shane, like, depending on where he does it, he might be a little bit cheered for it. Or at least the promo afterward might get Miz cheered for it.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
That man can talk.
Oh yeah, shit.
That man can talk. Let him put together a video package and talk that shit the way he does. Because he only spits facts.
He's been putting video packages together since the real world. Are you kidding me?
I was taking a sip of my beer. Let him put together another confessional.
What were those? They don't even do the real world anymore, do they?
I don't know, dude. I think they do, but I ain't watched MTV since Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Okay, like, no, I was wondering though, like, what was the, like, because I know they had one special Real World every year. Once a year, they would bring like previous cast members back to like do battle or whatever.
Yeah. I think they might still do it, but I don't know these cats, man. Bring back Coral. Love me some Coral. Goddamn, love some Coral.
Last time I even watched like MTV.
Miz loved him some Coral too.
Hell yeah, he did.
Yes, he damn sure did. Bring back CT's weird ass. Boston. Bring back Steven from Seattle when he slapped the shit out of Irene because she called him gay. My man pranced and galloped to that car, tapped that motherfucking man. She opened it.
That's through the teddy bear in the fucking river, wasn't it?
Threw her teddy bear in the river, dog. What? Give me that. That's what I want.
I don't even know how I remember that shit.
Bruh, because that's iconic
I was like in middle
stuff.
School or something.
Bro, I believe that was like 97.
97.
Man, it was Beanie Babies and Digipets.
God, dude.
Yeah, man. That's the
McDonald's
real world I remember.
Place.
Yeah, man. MTV Rockin' Jock. That's the shit I remember. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. That's the real world I need back. These little new cats. Remember New Orleans? What was his name? David. Sweet yep. He would come on, be my baby tonight. I'm not gonna sing it. No.
No, not you. I'm saying to him.
I know. Yeah. Cats know. That's the real world that counted. Give me that. Golly. So yeah, Miz is gonna turn on Shane eventually.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's gonna pull the shit that he's still the best in the world. He's gonna bring up the fact that Shane McMahon took his spot at the fucking Greatest Royal Rumble or whatever the fuck.
He's got so much evidence to actually create a true case. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
I was dying on Tuesday whenever Corey Graves was talking shit about Miz's dad, though.
What'd he say?
He said, I don't know why everybody's praising this man. Been a crappy dad for 14, 13 years.
Right. Bro,
Corey Graves is a fucking man.
Corey Graves is dope, man. Mrs. Dad is so Midwest.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
That dude is so Midwest. You think of what the Miz is now, his wife, his lifestyle, even the character he portrays, that man is Midwest out the ass. You run into any hole in the wall bar in central Ohio, and he's just there kicking it, just knocking one back at the end of a long day in the coal mines.
Bump into him, what do you hear? Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Have you ever been somewhere out of the Midwest, and you accidentally bump into somebody and you heard them say "ope"?
I have not.
And it's whoa, I have, and it's hold on,
you're not from here, are you?
I don't stop and I'm just thinking. I was we're connected.
Everywhere you go, there you are.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever hear "ope" and you're from the Midwest, you know. They're from the Midwest also.
Yeah, you could be anywhere, man. The world is not that big. Man. We all just one ope away.
No shit.
Golly, man. I'm looking forward to, because I look forward to everything the Usos do. So I'm looking forward to Usos versus Miz Mac.
That was a fire tag match, though, on Tuesday, too.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I was kind of I'm a fan of Heavy Machinery. When they took out the New Day, I was holy shit.
Yeah. I need the New Day to do something else.
I think I just like Heavy Machinery just because that big motherfucker on there he I don't know, he's just a goofball.
He speaks to you.
I like that. Yeah, exactly. He's I don't
know. He speaks to you. I'm ready for New Day to do something else outside of the tag ranks.
Pancakes?
Well, outside of pancakes and the tag ranks.
Yeah, they've gotten kind of stale.
They have. They haven't really done anything since the Hell in a Cell feud with the Usos. That was over a year ago. We should have had a Freebird Reign singles title by now.
Yeah, I mean,
at least with the U.S. title, they ain't done nothing with the U.S. title in a year. They could have, New Day could have had a lot of fun with that.
The New Day would be perfect for the U.S. title.
Yeah, absolutely. Then maybe eventually transition to the title, but a Freebird Reign, a Freebird Rule reign with the U.S. title, that opens up so many possibilities. New Day versus one person, not 1-on-3 matches, but I mean one guy feuding with the New Day over the title, that'd be dope. The 6-man tags you could pull out from that. There's so many combinations you could do with a Freebird Rule New Day singles reign. But I don't know.
Maybe one of these days.
One of these days, I don't know. Who knows? So, who knows? What was next in the Rumble? It was a Women's Rumble, wasn't it?
2 matches in the Women's Rumble. Yeah, it was.
Yep, the Women's Rumble. I think the Women's Rumble, so last year, the Women's Rumble and the Men's Rumble were both really good. I think the Men's Rumble was a little bit better. But this year, the Women's Rumble, I think, clearly outdid the Men's Rumble.
Yeah. There was just something about it, man. Like, they were definitely on point.
Yeah.
With this year's Women's Rumble. I mean,
Eddie
was in there for fucking like an hour, at least.
Yeah. She was the veteran holding it all together. I think WWE kind of like overestimates how popular she really might be with the fans.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she's really popular with the fans.
Do you? I think she's not. And I get it. She was probably just, like I said, the veteran holding the whole match together. But like, I don't know, man. I don't see it.
I mean, okay. I mean,
maybe it's me, but
I don't know. I mean, like, check it out. I mean, like, out of the ones that couldn't be in the Rumble, though. I mean, yeah, you got Bayley and you got Naomi, and you got fucking Naomi. I'm sorry, and fucking Talia, Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. I think you're a bit wrong on that one.
You think so? I mean, maybe I am. Maybe the universe loves some Natalia. Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'll take that. I'll eat that. I'll eat that. Cool little mini stories being told within the Rumble itself. They continue the Naomi Mandy Rose feud. Nikki Cross running roughshod over the Iconics, more specifically Billie Kay. Crazy Charlotte.
Shit.
Golly.
She's got pretty nuts, eh?
She is her father's child, man. She is her father's child. I didn't realize that I wanted to see Lacey Evans versus Charlotte until I saw them face off.
Yeah, that's going to be something.
That could be kind of cool, man. I think the fact that Charlotte exists and she's the blonde alpha female, Lacey Evans will end up on Raw. I think she has to be on Raw as the blonde alpha female on Raw. So I think her gimmick also is just tailor made for like
Red-blooded Americans.
For what?
Red-blooded Americans.
Yeah. Like Raw is clearly like Raw is red and SmackDown is blue. Like Raw is clearly like Republican as fuck. If SmackDown got a little bit more, liberal side to it, it's a little more Democrat. So yeah, let her debut on, even though AJ Styles is on SmackDown, but let her debut on Raw. I'm wild for that. Let her debut on Raw as the Ultimate Lady on Raw and go from there. But yeah, Raw is clearly like making America great again.
So, like, all right, were you getting nervous at all during the Women's Rumble?
As far as
Becky being involved?
Once I saw what they were doing with Lana, and honestly, to be quite honest, once Becky and Asuka opened the show, I was like, shit. Well, there's my Rumble pick. Like I kind of still believe that maybe Charlotte would still win, but I think doing all of that, and letting Becky be in the match just to let Charlotte win anyway, I think that would have killed the crowd, in a bad way. So yeah, once Becky was in there, I'm like, well, lost this one.
Here we go.
lost that one. So it is what it is. Yeah, man. But no, very, very solid Rumble. What else happened there? Bayley got to run roughshod a little bit. I got half of my final four right between Charlotte and Bayley. Carmella was close. She was number 5, right? Was she part of final 5? Yeah.
Yep.
So,
because it was Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and Nia, wasn't it?
Nia Jax. Yep. Correct.
Yeah, I was the one wrong. Yeah, dude, my bad. Texted you like I was so close on the final four because I didn't know you were that far behind.
Bro, I was having a time watching the Rumble live. I don't know what it was. My internet connection was just bugging. I was having a time watching the Rumble live, so I finally caught up. But Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna ask next time where you at, just to be safe.
Yeah. Always ask where they at.
Yeah.
Boost Mobile commercials. Where you at?
Yeah. That's why, like, whenever I text you on like Tuesdays or whatever, like, you watch SmackDown.
Yeah.
Say I started. Normally, I don't just start. Normally, I'm working it a little bit just to be safe.
See, so next week I'll be I'll catch all of SmackDown. I intend to. This Is Us is picking up again. Like, this season started kind of slow, but it's picking up, and not next week, but the week after is the season finale. So after that, SmackDown's got my whole heart again, or at least most of my heart on Tuesdays. But I had to get my emotion on every Tuesday for This Is Us. So Jack and Randall swear they me. You said what?
I do that with Shameless.
Yeah, I feel you. They still got new episodes of Shameless?
Yeah, the second half of the second half of the latest season.
What season is this?
Like 8, I think.
Okay, because didn't Emmy Rossum leave the show?
This is her last season.
Okay.
I wish shows would stop announcing that.
I feel
until they're actually gone.
Because then you got to be like, oh, well, how are they gonna write her off?
Yeah, and like while you're watching, you can kind of like see what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there was another cast member that left this season, and they announced it too. And
filth.
It's like, why the fuck y'all do that? Like, they did the same shit with The Walking Dead. They announced that Rick was leaving. They even announced when his last episode was going to be.
Yeah,
it's like, why the fuck do you guys do that? That's
kind of weak. Yeah, it is kind of weak. Spoiler alert out the ass.
Yeah.
I only watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes of the first season of Shameless.
I mean, like, of the first 3 or 4 episodes of the first season?
Yeah, of the entire show, yeah.
I mean, I'd give it a shot. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix.
True. I'm gonna have to mess around, man. It wasn't bad what I saw, but I was up at like 3 in the morning. I was like, let's try it out. And it was cool.
I mean, like, I don't know. I just I just think it's cool. Like, it's a show in Chicago, about like some kids that live or family lives in the South Side, and
they be bugging. And they got problems.
Yeah, big problems.
Dad could probably shotgun a beer with the best of them.
Shotgun a beer, smoke some crack, get after it.
Golly, my goodness.
But like another thing that I like about that show too, though, I mean, and I don't mean to get off subject, but it's like one of the things they said in like the first season or 2 or whatever, like it's like you never really know what your neighbors are doing. Like, what's going on in your house?
No, you do not. That's facts.
So it kind of makes it interesting, like, because it makes you think. And like, I'm pretty sure I've told you that like I haven't my neighbor's left his door open, and I'll take Junior out.
Yeah.
And like they'll have the door closed, but the window will be open, and I'll just turn around, like you can see right in the window from the alley. They're like 6 or 7 years old, bro, still watching porno.
Oh shit.
Like,
updating his moves.
You never know.
That is crazy. You said the door be open and they just
watching fuck flicks.
Got old Jenna Jameson joints comparing her to Shiloh Styles.
Them off like the Dish or what I'm saying, DirecTV.
Oh, they order it? Oh,
they got it, bro.
They can't use the internet properly, so they just like, oh well, hey, Big Wet Butt 7.
Right?
Baby, it's about to start.
It's coming on, baby.
Got the popcorn and the caramel. 2 hours later. Bro, if they look, man, you gotta be some kind of filthy to be able to watch a whole 2-hour flick and last through the whole 2 hours.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You a different kind of filthy. Like,
just a straight up fucking animal.
A whole fucking animal. Like, I get it. Like, sometimes, like, back in the day, I might watch like a big sausage pizza and be like, well, how did this go? How'd they get there?
Let's see how this ends.
Yeah, like, you might wonder, like, the progression of the story arc. Like, oh, well, okay, so she's a Girl Scout. She got a big old box of Thin Mints.
I think.
Right. She did not order the mushrooms. For real, man. Like, yeah, that shit is crazy. Like, how do they know who's gonna answer the door? Like, you might be able to hear somebody's voice, but like, Yeah. Well, I mean, even like the delivery man. Like, how did he know? How did he know? Like Austin Kincaid was gonna open the door. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know the relic right there.
I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, man. Yo, we gotta get back on track.
Alright, yeah. What match were we talking? We're talking about the women's rumble.
This could definitely go down another path, because we was definitely talking about women rumbling in a whole nother way.
When you started talking about This Is Us, I started talking about Shameless.
I did.
I started talking about never watching porno.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We hard camera, pun slightly intended.
We talked about it all.
Yeah, man. So the Rumble was dope. Yeah, man. And actually, you know what? No. Actually, we'll tie the Rumble into the match that we accidentally skipped over, Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey.
Oh, shit.
I really like the story between Sasha and Ronda. I like the match overall, but I like the story that they told. Sasha was better than Ronda at every turn, right? As far as wrestling goes. And she had counters for her counters. But I guess Ronda was just too rowdy, dog.
I mean,
hot Ronda.
She got lucky.
Yeah. And see, you know what? I'm glad you said that because in the end, Ronda's strength beat out Sasha's ability, and she had to, use a pinfall victory versus winning all her matches by submission, right?
But with the first match, she's won.
Yeah, right. But with the story that they told, and even you saying that Ronda got lucky, I think, and maybe I'm picking nits a little bit, but I think maybe a surprise roll up or a surprise small package would have been better for the story, more so than the definitive finisher. You know what I'm saying? Like, to emphasize that Sasha is a better wrestler, but Ronda just lived to fight another day. Especially for the aftermath of that match, the way Sasha, shook her hand, but then was like, nah, fuck that, 4 fingers. Yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe I'm just nitpicking, but I think, just for the story the story that they told, I think the surprise roll up would have been a little better.
I was waiting for Sasha to come back and whip that ass again. Just fucking complete turn.
I feel you.
Because, like, dude, the way they were showing, like, the way they were doing the camera angles, it was like, cause she came back, shook her hand, whatever, and then gave her the fucking 4 fingers.
Right.
And then turned around, and then it showed her again, like,
as if something's about to happen. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then, like, it shows Ronda, like, shaking up with the fans, and then you see, like, the camera angle starting to pan just a little bit, and I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck yeah, here we go. And then, nope, commercial.
Yeah, right. The crowd, transitioning to Monday, the crowd on Monday did what I thought they were going to do at the pay-per-view. They finally kind of booed Ronda a little bit more. And they booed her at Survivor Series, but they booed her the night after the Rumble.
She was awful on the mic on Monday, bro.
Bruh.
That was the worst. What, you glad I said it before you could?
I'm glad you did, bro. I'm really glad you did. Like, we talk about the badasses, Bobby Lashley, he got his hype man. He ain't got to talk too much. Roman Reigns doesn't have to talk too much. You said what?
Ronda Rousey needs a hype man or a hype woman. Like,
she is not a promo giver. And it's between her stuff on the mic and, like, when she's talking to the crowd when she's about to do a move. You guys say I can't wrestle? Well, I'm going to show you some wrestling.
I feel like she thinks it's, like, too real. Like, and it's fucked up for me to even say that.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
It kind of does. Yeah. It kind of does. It takes me out of the moment when she talks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because, like, on Monday, dude, like, she couldn't even talk.
No.
Becky saved her ass from that one.
Absolutely. Like, she acknowledged that the crowd got her to stutter. Just stutter and don't acknowledge it. Just keep moving.
But then she just started laughing and couldn't do anything else. And it was like, so, like, you're basically saying I just got defeated because all you can do is laugh.
Yeah.
That's what
and as we've seen in her previous line of work, she's not great at losing and not great at not being in control. So,
and, like, I wonder, like, I don't know, like, what I was gonna say, that it don't even matter. Yeah,
go ahead.
Just everything. Just, I mean, like, all the rumors and shit coming about. say it this weekend. I wonder if that was getting to her also.
I would hope not, because I know she knows what she's gonna do. So I would hope not.
Yeah, but
speaking
but
of the rumors for her potentially say that again.
But that all that being like kind of like thrown in her face, and everybody in the crowd knowing kind of, or at least speculating. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think she's been a part of bigger rumors, and she's been a part of bigger moments just in her UFC career. Like, she got knocked the fuck out, right?
Oh yeah.
And she had to deal with that. And maybe she did or didn't deal with it in a good way, but I don't think these rumors about, if she's going to leave or not, I don't think that affected her like that. I just think she's not good on the mic. She's never been good on the mic for this entire year.
Day one.
It's just never been her thing. Becky came out and was talking that shit, that cash shit.
Saved her.
She said, "Yo, I told you I was the baddest. You never came looking for me, so I came looking for you, shorty." I said, ooh.
She really has been. If I could pick any of the women champions,
yeah,
Becky's been my fucking favorite. And even like it's just been a short reign, or the short reign that she had, she's still. I feel like she's done more than any of the other women that have been champions in the past year or two.
And it feels like hers was the most organic. In these last 4, it started at SummerSlam. So the last 5 months, like it ain't even been 6 months. The last 5 months, Becky, and I got it in my notes, man. I don't know why we haven't called her this. Becky is a man on fire, dog. The man on fire.
One of my fucking favorites.
She's the man on fire, dog. And I am definitely looking forward to. So before we talked about, or rather, I predicted the triple threat match at Mania, Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte, right? And this is just me. On one hand, it might be like my, I'll start with the positive first. It might be my belief that Charlotte and Asuka could be a dope alternative. Because that's a story that can be told too. Charlotte can fit into both title matches both ways. So I think Charlotte Asuka is a great way to go. But I also just kind of want Ronda and Becky to have this moment to themselves.
They need to have this moment to themselves.
Like, Charlotte would help the appeal of the match. And I suppose it could help it be a better match. But I kind of just want Ronda and Becky one-on-one.
That's what, I'm speaking for everybody in the universe right now. Yeah, that's exactly what we all want.
I hear you. If anything, good. If it's not what we get, I'm not sure what Asuka does. Because, Charlotte and Asuka got a built-in story as far as the streak last year. Charlotte made Asuka tap out, which I still think was it was a decision.
Dumb.
It's one thing for her to take the streak, but she ain't had to tap out. But you could tell that story again with the roles reversed. Asuka's a champion now, and she's also looking for revenge as far as the streak goes. But otherwise, if Charlotte's in the triple threat match, I don't know what you do with Asuka. But on the other hand, you put Charlotte in that match, in the triple threat match, you kind of get a Benoit, and actually you exactly get a Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels kind of thing from WrestleMania 20. Like, Benoit won the Rumble, Becky Lynch won the Rumble. There's the incumbent champion in Triple H and Ronda Rousey, and then you got the third guy who has history with the prior history with the champion, and also not that they're entitled to it, but they might feel a sense of entitlement to being in that match, which Charlotte and Shawn do and did. So you get those Benoit vibes, and of course you're gonna erase any kind of Benoit that you can from the history, even going to how Seth Rollins almost eliminated Braun Strowman, which we'll get to. But I think you get 2 dope one-on-one women's title matches instead of 1 dope one and 1 question mark.
I fucking hope, man. I really hope that it's just Ronda and Becky.
Absolutely. But as we saw on SmackDown, Charlotte got involved with the promo. Say it again.
Yeah, and did you see fucking Becky smoke the shit out of her?
Man.
Dude, that shit connected. Like, they always connect, but that shit, I felt that one.
Hey, man. Still icing down, huh?
Yeah.
Still
I
icing
mean,
down.
shit. If she would, I mean, what happened to one of her things? If she would have hit one of her things, that shit would have busted.
Juice everywhere.
Juices all over the fucking mat.
Juices. Big wet butts 8. Oh my god. Bruh. We got a transition on. We saw the return of Eric Rowan as he got involved in the Daniel Bryan AJ Styles title match. Daniel and AJ were in a tough spot, man, as far as having to follow the Women's Rumble. They worked a smart match as far as the crowd goes. They worked at a slow pace and tried to build up. It didn't really hit that next gear, that next level. But while it wasn't the spectacular match we could hope for, they can't have a bad match. It was just serviceable.
It was good.
Yeah, serviceable match. I ain't mad.
Rowan came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Bludgeon Brothers R.I.P.
Straight up heavy metal dude came up out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And I mean, like, where did they like? I want to know whose fucking idea that was.
Hey,
to like put them two together. Because now I'm wondering about like what the fuck is like. So, Bludgeon Brothers, they're done then. Now.
Absolutely,
they're fucking out of there.
Absolutely. Before you ask the question, because I know what you're gonna say, what do you think about Daniel Bryan's new title belt?
I mean,
the Captain Planet Championship.
Smoking weed is tight as fuck. AJ Styles with the joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that show is fucking dumb as hell.
Really? I actually think it looks kind of dope. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, like, it was like a pegboard with some rhinestones on it. Like,
I think it looked kind of dope. I'm not gonna front, man.
He's like, dude, like it's straight up Wook. You know, you know what a Wook is,
right? Factuals.
He's got those stones on it. Like you place one of them stones on, and I'm not dissing anybody that believes in all that stone stuff that makes you feel better. You know, that gives you energy and stuff like that. I ain't dissing
the gemologists and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not dissing you at all, but yeah, he had all those stones on him that you put on your head and on your body to give you energy and shit like that.
Oh my god, yeah, man. Sorry to take you off track, man. Go ahead with the question you're gonna ask. I know where you're going with it. Go ahead.
Where the fuck's my guy Harper at?
Lucas Harper. Man, I don't know.
He was the one, like, out of
He's the one with the talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why this might, it's a good thing for both guys. Eric Rowan, of course, was probably the least charismatic of the entire Wyatt family. Putting him with Daniel Bryan, I mean, he's instantly working main events, right?
Yeah.
As the bodyguard. And that's a good dimension. That's a great dimension to Daniel Bryan. I mean, of course, he can do it on his own, but he's a heel, and he's a small heel. So give him a big guy to be that heater, to be that bodyguard, to get dirty with him. So I like this. I like to see where it would go. Luke Harper, one of the more underrated talents in the entire company. In all of his gimmicks, or rather both of his gimmicks, he hasn't been too much of a vocal guy. He hasn't shown too much charisma. He just beats ass, and he's kind of deranged, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder how...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I wonder how they can reintroduce him and give him a little more depth than what he was before. Because there's one thing I'm very nervous about, and I'll explain that in a second, but go ahead with your question.
Well, see, like, who was the man of the Bludgeon Brothers?
I think they tried to be presented on an even level, but we all know Luke Harper's the guy.
Like, he was the one slapping the shit out of Rowan.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
Like, I don't know, like, the only way I can see them actually bringing him back right now, and I know he's coming back. I don't, like, nobody knows a time date or anything, like timetable or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when he does come back, I hope he gets right in fucking Rowan's face.
I think you got to keep them completely separate.
I know, like, and we're in this time where you're lucky to be on TV if you're on the roster right now.
Yeah, especially on SmackDown, the 2-hour show.
Yeah, so I mean, fuck, dude. Like, they better not fuck this one up because Luke Harper is shitting on Rowan.
The one thing, and I hope they don't take this route, but the because he's been kind of in a box, like I said, deranged and an ass beater. The one thing I hope for, and even me putting it into the air, it makes me nervous. Bray Wyatt has also been off TV.
Yeah. I was expecting Bray Wyatt to be one of the surprise entrants.
I was too. Yeah. The whole thing with Matt Hardy, that didn't work. That didn't work for me. That entire feud plus tag team, that didn't work for me. Maybe they bring them back together as a tag team. But damn, man, whenever Bray Wyatt comes back, I really hope he does not have Luke Harper as his lackey again.
Fuck Luke Harper's shit all up.
Luke Harper has outgrown that. We've seen that he can be better than that. He had his singles run a few years back, man, over the Intercontinental. He had a great feud with Dolph Ziggler. That was years ago. But Harper clearly has talent to do things. It's just finding the right package for him. Pause.
Luke Harper.
No, when I say pause, I don't mean like pause. I mean like I said package.
Got you.
Go ahead.
Dude, I think Luke Harper's better than Bray Wyatt.
Oh, yeah. Well, Bray's been so damaged, man.
Bray just has the speedness about him, and that's about it.
And that's old.
I mean, Luke Harper could come in with this fucking... Luke Harper could fucking steal everything from American Badass and come in and just fucking kill it.
Bro, why did I was thinking the same thing? Like, he could be a badass silent biker who wears leather jackets all the time.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
And shades. Leather jackets and shades and just bust ass. Yeah. Bro, how do we... Yeah, clearly.
Air 5.
Facts. Facts.
I mean, like, I know other people have the same thing that we were thinking when we talk about this shit. Like,
bruh, he's got so much potential to do shit. If he didn't talk too, it's not like he's talked too much anyway. So keep that aspect about him as a guy who doesn't talk a lot. Make him a loner. Who, I mean, he clearly doesn't like anybody anyway. Like, he could be a bludgeon brother without wearing that weird ass gimmick and without that weird ass mallet. Put him in some different clothes. Let him not say too much and let him beat some ass.
That's all he needs. I mean, he's a fucking monster, and he can high fly, he can jump over the ropes, he can do it all. I mean,
bro, let Ty Dillinger come back because he's about to be cleared, and like feed him to a returning Luke Harper.
That sounds so amazing.
Yeah, and then just build him up from there. Yeah.
I thought we haven't seen Ty Dillinger since Royal Rumble 30.
Yeah, right. Jeez, man. He can do it to heels and baby faces. Like, let him just be a guy who just whoops some ass.
Like, yeah, no, he can be completely neutral. He doesn't have to be a heel or a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
He can just be that. He can just be the guy. Like, you know, he's like you come to the bar, and you see that guy in the corner.
Yep.
You know,
the guy you're not fucking with. Yup. Yep. He wears his shades inside.
Yeah, he's cool, but don't fuck with him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yep. All you need to know is that he got stories, mad stories that he'll never tell you, but he wears them on his face.
Stories from the road.
Yup. Yup. From the road. God.
Man, like, dude, like whenever we do this show, like, I swear we could be writers for WWE, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I know there's more. I know there's more to it.
It's like,
I'm sure it is developing story arcs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is one of those weird businesses, and I'm talking like I've been a part of business, but it's one of those weird businesses that's kind of like, you know what? Not even wrestling, like everything. Especially lately, the more technology has grown and everyone has a mic, everyone has an internet connection, to where there's a lot more the idea, the thought that, well, I could do it better than them.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think luckily for us, with this product, we present this in a different way. Like, you're not just gonna get this every. And I'm not just on my own nuts, man. I got beautiful nuts. I'm not just on my nuts, but our nuts. We got beautiful nuts. I'm not just on our nuts, but we present this in a different way.
Yeah.
So, like, we have ideas that I'm sure are shared by others, but we separate ourselves to an extent.
Oh yeah.
Naturally, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I feel you. Like, I'm sure there's more to the gig than what we have put out as our ideas. But yeah, like, I feel you.
Like, real, like, I feel like I don't know, man. Maybe, like, I don't know, like, I might be giving them a little bit less credit than I should be, but I feel like the only thing that's different between us and them is timelines.
Yeah.
Or no. I used the wrong word. Timelines. I didn't mean to use that word. Like cutoffs, like where you actually have to have a product.
Oh, deadlines.
But yeah, deadlines. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. And the pressure of Vince McMahon and his ever-changing whims.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, that kind of goes. I mean, just like that kind of goes with what. I mean, I don't do the schedules at work, but there's people that do like, or there's two girls that do the schedule for the waitresses, and they do the whole schedule, and then they give it to my boss, and he changes tons of the shit. So,
yeah, right. He rewrites Raw like, hours before the show's supposed to start. Yeah, I feel you. No doubt, man. No doubt. Keep tuning into the hard camera. It will only get better. The Universal Championship, man. Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. Tell me what you thought.
But they're setting up a story to write off Brock.
To write him off. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. I enjoyed the fuck out of the match. Finn Balor did his fucking thing.
Absolutely.
Finn Balor fucking killed it. And then, I mean, okay, like, so we're going to go back to, what pay-per-view was this? Whenever Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar fought.
That was Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, okay, yeah. Daniel Bryan gave him the fucking, beat the shit out of him in that one.
Yeah.
And then we come to this one, we come to Royal Rumble 2019, and Brock Lesnar gets shoved in the corner of the table twice.
Right. They told two completely different stories. Yeah, go ahead.
That stomach, though, you know.
Yep.
How he had that disease.
Yep.
I love where it's going. At least where I think where it's going.
Yeah.
I love the match itself, though, dude. Fucking Finn Balor, man, he was very, very fucking close. He was within inches.
Very effective. I like how they tell that story, and I like it more that they're telling with the smaller guys that Lesnar clearly has chinks in his armor, right? So you go to the AJ Styles match, Daniel Bryan, and like I said, Daniel Bryan told a different story than Finn Balor in the sense that Daniel Bryan let Brock tire himself out, and then tire himself out whooping that ass, and then Bryan capitalized, and he didn't quite have enough, but he drew Brock into a longer match, whereas Finn, he came out the gate rocking and rolling. He took a suplex or two, but came out rocking and rolling.
As soon as that bell rang, as soon as that bell rang, he was
got right into it, and then like you said, he found that opening when he shoved Lesnar's stomach into the table twice and just worked him guts. Pause. Worked the ribs, worked the stomach the entire match. They build up two great false finishes, man. That F5 into the DDT, and then when Finn hit that coup de grace.
It was. I really enjoyed the match. I mean, because normally Brock Lesnar match, Suplex City,
right?
Yada yada.
He's showing his depth.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I feel like I said, it's a storyline they're building up, and it'll work, I think, with what's going to come up. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. And I like the finish too, because it actually did play off of the fact that every power move that Lesnar did hurt his stomach, right? Yeah. So an F5, and we'll get to the aftermath in a second, an F5 would have been harder for him to pull off than the way he pulled off the Kimura lock.
Bingo.
So I do like how they transition that into, and again, like Corey Graves was saying, Brock Lesnar is sudden. He can just suddenly make that move. And valiant effort by Finn Balor. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. We all knew who was going to lose.
Yeah.
And I was kind of disappointed he didn't come out as the Demon, but we didn't see Finn on Raw, did we?
Yeah, we did. Okay. We did with Bobby Lashley.
See, that kind of sucks though too, because but it would be a whole different character change for Finn to do this. But I was kind of hoping, because like I said, we all knew Finn was going to lose. Excuse me. We all knew he was going to lose. So if Finn's going to lose, Finn is dead after that loss. Mm-hmm. We get the Demon always after that. But then that sets up for another storyline where the Demon dies and
the resurrection of Finn Balor.
Shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned that. I do think, and I think they are along these lines of thinking too. I think the Demon is supposed to be that special attraction. You don't need to see the Demon all the time. No. Besides the logistics of sitting in a makeup chair for hours at a time, I just think the idea of the Demon, it'd be a little overkill. You saw him at takeovers. You've seen him maybe 3 times since he's been on the main roster.
Yeah, I think so.
And plus the story that they told of David versus Goliath, of Finn being just a small regular man. Finn's pride, Finn's ego, Finn the man had to go out there and show what he had versus channeling the Demon, and he had to show what Finn the man can do.
Black Jacket Finn.
Yeah. versus the inner turmoils of the Demon. The only issue I had was a post-match beatdown. Like, I get that they tried to sell it as, Finn made Brock a believer, but like, I just thought it was, I thought it did Finn no favors. Brock hitting, what he hit, like 2 F5s?
Yeah.
Or some suplex, either way. I felt like it took away from Finn's offense. Like, this entire match, Brock couldn't do suplexes. I heard him do suplexes, but now he can do his finishing move. Like, didn't he just work his guts for 10 minutes? Pause.
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, that goes. I mean, shit, man. Goes back to like while we all thought that Braun Strowman wasn't cleared, they just canceled his. They took him out of the match with Brock Lesnar, and they had him fight Finn right after that. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
yeah. I thought it did Finn no favors. I think he did. I think he could have probably used a standing ovation for his efforts. I mean, he almost beat Brock, and regular man would tap out of that. Don't break my arm. So I feel him. I just felt like it kind of buried Finn a little bit to have to go through that after the match. When I don't know. Then
he's dealt with that before.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Takes us to the Men's Royal Rumble. Like I said, I kind of preferred the Women's Royal Rumble this year. I mean, the winner was foregone conclusion, Seth Rollins. There wasn't too much drama involved in the match, though. Tell me what you thought about the match overall.
There wasn't too many surprises. I mean, well, there was a couple surprise entrances. I guess the only reason I was saying there wasn't too many surprise entrances because there weren't the surprise entrance that I picked.
Yeah.
But I mean, I enjoyed it. Braun Strowman getting his little piece in there, that was fun. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, there's really, I don't know. There's really not much to say because we already knew the average fan
knew that it was going to Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I definitely
Ziggler.
got Ziggler, the Ziggler comeback. We didn't see him on Raw the next night, but he got his piece of revenge on Drew McIntyre. I definitely got a few things to say.
He definitely should have been on Raw the next night since he eliminated Mac, but
yeah. No, I got a few things to say. This Rumble and the Women's Rumble, it was a showcase of the future. Like, we got the only, like, as far as the Men's Rumble go, the only surprise entrant that was just for the sake of a surprise was Jeff Jarrett.
True, Slapnuts.
Yeah, Slapnuts himself. Like I said, I don't know if Elias is a heel again or not. I mean, he dissed Diamondbacks, but like the crowd cheered him for it. He came back the next day talking his shit. So maybe Elias is a heel again. He clobbered a legend over the back with a guitar. Who knows? I don't know. Otherwise, though, as far as legends go, Kurt Angle made his return, but he didn't last long.
He got up and out of there.
Up and at it, which I think was a really good piece of storytelling in whatever redemption story that they're trying to tell with Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle got whooped on Raw, though.
Yeah.
He got whooped.
Right. So, I mean, that redemption story that they're telling with Kurt Angle, I get that. So his participation in the Rumble, that, and the little bit of time he was there, it made sense. He showed a little bit of fire, but he can't hang with these young boys, man. It's about the young boys nowadays. So all the surprises we got was really NXT. Johnny Gargano made a debut.
I was very surprised that Gargano.
Yeah.
And then but thinking about it now, though, he just won the fucking U.S. title, so fuck it, why not hop in the Rumble?
Why not? You know what I mean? Why not?
And like I know both of us were hoping for Dream.
We were.
Dream.
We were. No Dream, no Adam Cole.
Day, but like it's kind of better that Dream didn't come out. I don't know.
I feel you.
Like, because it would have been unnecessary. I mean, and
it'd have been a pop for the sake of a pop.
Exactly.
They know Dream is over.
And after actually watching the Rumble, one of my picks for surprise entrance was Triple H. That would have been completely unnecessary also.
Right. No, I feel you on that one. Absolutely. Where was I going to go with this before I made my next point? And actually, I'll get into the next point. It may have been better that Velveteen Dream did not make his entrance. I've sat on this podcast with you before and talked about my fear of how black wrestlers are portrayed. This Rumble was not good for the black superstars of WWE. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna, just off the top of my head, just off of memory, Kofi Kingston has been relegated to the comedy escape eliminations guy. Yeah. And he kind of messed up both of them.
That's all anybody thinks about Kofi Kingston for the Rumble anymore.
Yeah.
Is how he's going to get thrown out and how he's going to land on his hands or something.
Yeah. And he, botched both of them. Big E lasted a few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. Got tossed with relative ease, no fanfare. Xavier Woods the same. Michael Cole confused Shelton Benjamin with Apollo Crews.
I do remember that.
Which made me kind of realize that they might be a dope tag team. That's the only good that came out of that. No black superstar lasted longer than 10 minutes. And I believe Shelton Benjamin lasted maybe a little under 10 minutes. No eliminations. Every black superstar was used. Their Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Lashley,
got
tossed. Reckless abandon.
They don't give a fuck about the IC title or black people.
But. Yeah. Fuck. The George Bush of wrestling. It just, all of their black superstars. Now the Titus O'Neil thing, that was a good callback to the greatest Royal Rumble. I can forgive that a little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I can forgive that a little bit. But the people we're supposed to take seriously, Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion. Apollo Crews, who just had a match with the Intercontinental Champion. Shelton Benjamin, the longtime veteran. The entire New Day. Either relegated to comedy, or they just weren't booked worth a damn. You go back to the Women's Rumble. Naomi, I can forgive the Naomi thing because that furthered the story with Mandy Rose. They have a story going on.
It's been there that long, anyways, for Mandy Rose to come. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I can forgive that. But then you look at Ember Moon, Mountain Dew Code Red herself. Now, she had a long showing in the Rumble, right? What, 50 minutes?
Yep.
Who did she eliminate?
I think anybody.
She did not eliminate anyone. She was just there. And her husband is the king of black women, so I think she got a pass.
I always forget about that.
Yeah. So their entire black roster was booked like trash, except for a couple I can forgive. Naomi one is the one I can forgive the most because that is an ongoing story. Titus O'Neil only slightly, and he got eliminated by Kurt Hawkins after accidentally making a fool of himself back in, what was that, May, April, whatever it was. So when I sit on this podcast and I say what I say about being nervous about black superstars, if you're rolling your eyes right now listening to me, like, go back and watch the tape. And then tell me, yeah, go back and watch the tape. And then think of who they got in NXT. I'm going to go watch that Street Profits Forgotten Sons match. But I am so nervous for Velveteen Dream on the main roster. I am so nervous. I am so nervous for the Street Profits on the main roster. Those two acts especially. Matter of fact, because she's a black woman, I am super nervous for Bianca Belair on the main roster. They used to call Sasha Banks Ratchet.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very nervous for Bianca Belair, especially on this roster. Go back and watch her promo on the NXT, this past NXT. I didn't see Sam Roberts talk about her on the pre-show, but in his commentary about Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler, he basically minimized Bianca Belair to a hair whip. He said that Shayna Baszler, he said this is a waste of a match, and that Shayna Baszler should not be afraid of a ponytail.
That's pretty mean.
That's wild. That's wild. I didn't catch that in the pre-show, but that's wild.
I didn't hear that either.
I am nervous for these acts, man. I'm nervous for these acts. Everything is wrestling, dog. Wrestling is a reflection of life.
World and real wrestling is.
Yeah. Wrestling is a reflection of life.
Somebody tweeted that shit like a month ago. I don't remember who the fuck it was, but this my boss's daughter sent me that shit, and like, because they was making fun of me for wrestling, like watching wrestling and shit like that.
They better get it, man.
But I always throw it back at them. I was like, you fucking watch the Kardashians.
Yeah, yeah. They can't, man. Look.
Like, not to take away from what you're talking about. Like, yeah, dude. Like, there is some shit that needs to change 100%.
Bruh.
Like, it's there's more than just me out there. There's more than just me and my kind out there.
Me and my kind. Me and my kind.
You know.
And somebody will point to say, like, they'll say, oh, well, Bobby Lashley is Intercontinental Champ. R-Truth is U.S. Champ. Look, man, Bobby Lashley got treated as an... Yeah, like you said, nobody cares about the Intercontinental Championship anymore. Bobby Lashley got treated as an afterthought in the Rumble. And R-Truth... Yo, is Nia Jax about to start pegging dudes out here?
That's just a pity move on them.
Yeah. Yo, Nia Jax about to pull the strap out. Pull out that strap on and start going to work on dudes out here.
I'm nervous for that.
At first, yeah, I'm super nervous. At first, I thought it was kind of fun. At first, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. But I was like, let's say Nia Jax won the Rumble. What was she about to do? I know they say I know they say yeah. Like I know they say a champion of your choosing, but like, what was she about to do? You know what I'm saying? Does that then open the door for Randy Orton to enter the Women's Rumble next year when he gets eliminated? Like, does that open that door?
I mean, yeah, can next year Rey Mysterio join the fucking Women's Rumble or
you know what I'm saying? He about they wait.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
Dude, I feel bad. Like, no, fuck that. How does it look for us? Like, how does it look for a dude to join the Women's Rumble?
Yeah.
It makes us look bad.
It will look crazy. It will look crazy.
It still makes us look bad.
You know? Yeah. You know, and so I got a question for you. Personal feelings aside, because this also ties into what happened on Monday. Do you think we're going to start seeing intergender wrestling in the WWE?
I hope not.
Because Nia Jax smacked Dean Ambrose upside his head, knocked him out the ring. And
I hope not.
She eliminated Mustafa Ali, I believe. She kicked him out the sky. It was kind of fire. Yeah. But, yeah.
Mustafa Ali, though, is tight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, back to your question, though, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said it 3 times just in the last minute. No, I fucking hope not.
I hope not, too. I know that's been a thought lately, especially with, like, the Mixed Match Challenge. Apparently there was a little bit of...
This is the point to have different divisions.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Even the logistics of it all, right? If I could watch a main event match and people are kicking out of finishing moves left and right, am I supposed to be able to believe that Sasha Banks is going to kick out of an RKO?
Samoa Joe. I mean, like,
right.
Yeah, RKO. Yeah.
Like, if Samoa Joe put Kairi Sane in a coquina clutch, like,
it's not gonna happen. She ain't gonna win.
So just the logistics of selling it doesn't make sense.
But then we get force fed more from a supposable opposite outcome.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't have to adhere to everything. Just book better. I get it. You know,
don't fuck the stuff that's
okay.
3/4 the way working.
Yeah, right, right. Like,
because you're already having enough time. You're already having a hard enough time making this work.
Yeah.
So just focus.
Don't blow it
on that and leave everything as it is.
Leave it as it is. WWE is a mainstream company. That is the mainstream form of pro wrestling.
And 2019, they're trying to get too mainstream, though.
I think, man, look, if they go forward this intergender wrestling thing, that is going to bite them in the ass.
Well, maybe
just from a PR standing.
And I don't think they should, but I mean, I hope they don't, man. But fuck it, man. Try a couple matches and see how it turns out for you, bud.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
They better stay away from that, man.
But I wasn't you hear how I said it?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
a couple times, see how it works for you,
buddy.
Like,
no doubt.
Yeah. Like, no dude, doubt, yeah, man. Like that's. And my guy too, my homie on Instagram was telling me, was like, dude, I thought they're trying to make Nia Jax like Vader,
the female Vader.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It had its place somewhat in the Attitude Era when they were just lax on that kind of programming, and China was really someone who stood out. They didn't have a women's division like that. But, and I'm trying to. And this is a careful line we got to tightrope as far as women and men dynamics. But
it's gonna have to be talked about, though.
They gotta let it rock, man. Just let it rock. Just let it rock, man. Just let it rock. This is what because on Monday she smacked fire out of Dean Ambrose. Do you really think Dean Ambrose is leaving?
Dude, I don't know, man. That's I feel like it could be a big old play.
That segment was clearly meant to humiliate his character, but as you mentioned, WWE mentioned on their website 3 months in advance that Dean Ambrose is not re-signing, which is something that they never do.
So,
and with them being so eager to lock down talents and to keep whatever talents they have, knowing that AEW is building up its roster, there is no way that I believe that they would just let him go, regardless of what I think of him personally. Regardless of what I think of what his character has been. People like Dean Ambrose, for one. For two,
I used to.
Yeah, right. But for two, they never announce that. They never announce when someone is going to leave. They'll wish you your best. They'll wish you your best future endeavors after you leave. They never announce when someone is going to leave.
See, I thought it was real whenever that it came up a couple days ago.
Before the announcement, right?
Before WWE commented on it.
Exactly.
Whenever WWE commented on it, I was like, oh, this could be a fucking pull. They could be pulling us on this.
It's fishy now.
I mean, fuck. I mean, what are they going to do? Triple H and Dean Ambrose? I don't know. I mean,
they was talking a little spicy on Monday.
It was pretty spicy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't buy it for a second, man. I don't buy it. Maybe before the announcement, but now that it's announced, I don't buy it.
And for the casual fans, because I know the casual fans love Dean Ambrose for fucking whatever reason, and I can't hate on for love Dean Ambrose because fuck hell, I used to be a big old Dean Ambrose fan before he got the fucking title.
Fuck hell.
You know, because I mean he was doing more whenever he didn't have a title. Wasn't much more, but he was doing more.
Wasn't much more. Yeah, I hear you, man. I guess we'll see. But yeah, clearly, I think that was just the start of something. I think it's the start of a bigger angle. The way he was sitting in the chair, getting ready to spill his soul. And then the Nia Jax interference, I think, was meant to humiliate him. But I don't. No, I think it's a build to something bigger. Maybe Dean Ambrose is really gonna be. What's he calling himself? Like the moral compass?
Shit, I actually stopped paying attention to Dean Ambrose.
Oh man,
nice. I know it's bad on my part.
Nice.
I mean, fuck. Hey, well, shit. I mean, you listeners go back a couple episodes before though, and I'm Dean Ambrose's right hand guy. I mean, I was fucking fan, and Juv would be like, I never liked the guy anyways, so.
I can pinpoint now. Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
I'm just
I know. I can pinpoint where the change happened. As far as my interest and as far as his productivity, I can pinpoint that change. But when he was on, he was on. He just been off for mad years. So I don't know, man.
The Shield was more fun when there was a group.
Yeah, but the thing is, 2 of the 3 can function without the Shield. The third one needs the Shield to be interesting.
Yeah.
The times he was most interesting was when he was with the Shield or when the Shield broke up. But everything else,
like, there's still he's still got there's just so much story that could be told. Like, he's still got a feud with Ambrose. He's still got a possible feud with Reigns.
Yeah.
I mean, not Ambrose. I'm sorry, Rollins.
Right. Yeah, that's over with. Yeah, that feud's over.
But that little feud is trash. Dude, the Rollins and Ambrose feud could have lasted for a year.
It was supposed to be better than it was. Yeah. It was supposed to be better than it was. I know they had to make decisions. They had to, make decisions with Roman Reigns announcing his announcement. But even in the 3 months that they worked it, it could have been better. It's definitely over now. Seth Rollins won that match on Raw. Seth Rollins is going to WrestleMania. Dean Ambrose he's about to get jumped. So they're definitely going on their diverging paths. But when they were on the same straightaway, they could have done something.
And they fucked it all up.
Yeah, so. Well, 205.
Oh, hell, 205.
205. Shred it up, man. You could be the next Buddy Murphy.
I mean...
Shred it up.
Well, one of the things, if this is true... what's next for Renee Young?
I don't know, man. I do think Cole and Graves. It seems like, and of course, it's just the way they say it, and the way I'm just kind of taking it. Like they're getting a little tired of the blind loyalty to Dean Ambrose, which makes sense. That's his wife, but yeah, there were certain things said. There were certain things.
They were talking about it. Yeah. They were talking about it on fucking on Raw, and then they're talking about Corey Graves and Renee Young were going back and forth about it, and then God damn it. Michael just jumped right back into the match. Just kind of cut both of them off.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, thank fucking God.
And I'm sure there's some direction in there, but I think Cole is enough of a he's enough of a long time pro to
no one to jump
himself in there a little bit too. Yeah. So I mean, it made a great point. Renee Young was talking about it being the road to WrestleMania, some kind of opportunity, and Corey Graves was like, well, he had the same opportunity Seth Rollins did last night. And Cole's like, completely agree with you there, Corey. Back to the match.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Completely agree with your point there. Back to the match. Yeah. So
because I don't know, and I don't want to go off and just start talking about her, but like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And again, that's another one of those lines we got to tiptoe the right way, just because of the dynamics we're talking about. But absolutely, man, absolutely. So, yeah, man. Last thoughts on the Royal Rumble and Monday Night Raw and
Royal
SmackDown.
Rumble and SmackDown. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just talking. I know we didn't touch on the upcoming Elimination Chamber match, which of course we'll get to in the Elimination Chamber show. But that lineup looks great. Last thing I have to add there, I'm looking forward to Usos and Miz and Shane. Again, a lot of that we'll touch on in the Elimination Chamber show. But yeah, go ahead, man. Last thoughts on the weekend.
I really enjoyed both shows.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, fuck. Yeah, no, I really, really enjoyed, and I always enjoy NXT. They always bring it up to where I feel like WWE has to work harder.
Yeah.
So NXT makes WWE work harder for their big time pay-per-views like this one, like the Big Four.
I'm with that.
And that's great. That's what it should be. But I mean, fuck, that's what we started this whole show about tonight.
Yeah. Factual.
You know, bros bringing other bros up, making them work harder to be better about themselves.
Yeah, hey, it all comes back around, man.
Yeah, and that's exactly the way it should be. NXT is always there. I think the past NXT takeovers have been better than these past Big Four pay-per-views.
I can argue that. It's just the presentations are so different. Right.
Exactly.
The presentation is so different. They have to. It's like when your favorite, and it's easier to make it as a rap reference, but it's when your favorite quote unquote underground rapper starts making mainstream albums. The sound is a little bit different than what it was.
That's why people don't like it or don't dig it.
I can feel. Yeah. It's almost like they have to cater to too many audiences, whereas NXT is catering straight to the pure wrestling fan. They do the theatrics the right way. Whereas WWE is catering to too many different audiences. The comedy doesn't work. Yeah, to put it that way. I don't want to bury
NXT is your homie studio, as is WWE is at the studio.
Yeah. True.
It's a production value, and that's the only difference.
Yeah. I hear you, man. It it almost and not to bury again because of course the shows were good. It does lose a little bit of authenticity once it goes through that filter, and there are a lot of filters on that main roster show. So, I mean, we know what we get into. What's that again?
NXT is just raw.
Yeah,
raw like back in the day.
It's got a different kind of polish, and I'm with that, man. We know what we get into with the two differences in the show, so it's as long as they do it okay. Like I said, Royal Rumble on paper, the matches look good on paper. There was nothing bad. There was nothing bad on the show. They had to do the ebbs and flows, the highs and lows, and it came out solid, man. Came out solid.
I enjoyed the hell out of both of them. I had a great weekend this past weekend just watching these pay-per-views. It's fun, man. It's always fun watching this shit.
Man.
But,
it always is.
But the Rumble, it's the road to WrestleMania, so we expect a little bit more, and I thought they delivered this past weekend.
I think they did deliver. You know what I just thought of? Not just to take it back really briefly, the Final Four of the Men's Rumble. Like, look, man, don't try to sell me on the idea that either Andrade or Dolph Ziggler is about to win the Royal Rumble. Like, don't tell me these are the final two. Seth Rollins is laying right next to you. Stop playing with me.
They could have done it a bit better.
Lashley put him through a table, and they just, he's laying here. But, like, whatever. Whatever. Oh. It's a production thing, but we tied up the Rumble. I had to mention that. Don't insult my intelligence by making me think Andrade and or Dolph Ziggler is about to win the Rumble. And head to New York, New Jersey. Anyway, whatever. I'm good though. I'm done.
Right.
Yeah, man. So, and give Andrade his last name back. Give him his whole name.
Dude,
back.
They keep cutting names.
They took his name.
I don't understand why they do that. Like, do you think we give a fuck about how long his name is?
Dude. And Cien Almas, if they're going to drop a name, drop the Andrade part. Andrade sounds cool, but Cien Almas versus just Andrade. No, give him his fucking whatever. It's all right, whatever. I'm just, whatever. I'll be over it. I'll get over it.
They ain't going to listen.
His name is Big E Langston, goddammit. Damn it. They gave Apollo his last name back. Fuck, man. But hell, he's Shelton Benjamin now. It don't even matter.
They ain't gonna listen, bro.
Yeah. Jeez, they start calling him Drew, Dolph. God damn it. These are people with full names. Everyone. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Sweat it out, bro. That's what the hard camera's all about.
It's all good, man. I had a beer. One beer. I'm just.
Y'all fired up over one beer. I had me a pint of Beam and I'm on my second Busch Light.
Well, you're more composed than I am.
I've been down that road more than you, hell.
Bud. Ew. Golly, man. It's been another great show, Brody. Let them know how they can reach you on the social medias, player.
All right, yeah. You can find me on Instagram, motherfucker. You can find me on Twitter at King Moth. You can find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316.
No doubt, man. Hit me on the Twitter page at Juvi Desayuno, JUVIDSAYUNO. Hit me on the Instagrams at Juvi Desayuno. Check out the crack Twitter staff at Mixcloud Juvie on Twitter. I had to say it twice. And of course, Facebook.com/Juve. You get articles, you get podcasts, you get whatnot, you get heretofore, you get things of that nature. You will catch us again in a couple weeks. We got the Elimination Chamber show coming up as we mosey on down the road to WrestleMania sign pointing season. I am your guy, Juve. That is the boy Big Ren, the legendary, and together we are the world's greatest tag team. Until next time, we'll see y'all.
Adios, amigos.
Salute.